Looking for the best budget gaming monitor? Well, in this video, we break down the top 5 best budget gaming monitors on the market this year, so be sure to stay tuned to find out which monitor will be best for you and your budget. This list is in no exact order, so be sure to watch till the end so you don't miss anything, and if you're interested in updated pricing or more information on any of the products mentioned, I left links in the description down below, so feel free to check those out at any time during the video. But with all that out of the way, let's get into the video. First up, we've got the Sceptre E248W-1920R. The Sceptre E248W-1920R has a 24-inch TN panel with a resolution of 1920 by 1080 and an aspect ratio of 16 by 9. It also has a gray-to-gray response time of 5 microseconds. The overall picture that this monitor offers is sharp and vibrant with a brightness rating of 230 CD/M2. On the back of the display, you'll find an HDMI NVGA port along with an AC power jack. The on-screen menu will provide you with numerous picture settings to choose from. The various menus are fairly easy to navigate through without much difficulty at all. There are also 5 function buttons on the rear that will allow you to adjust certain settings as well as turn the monitor on and off. The placement of these buttons is a bit inconvenient, but they are very responsive. The blue light shift that's included in this monitor's design will reduce eye strain. This is a particularly nice feature for those who spend a lot of time gaming or watching movies. It has a nice sleek silver design with a slim bezel. This gaming monitor has a very sturdy design with a nice base that keeps it stable most of the time. It's definitely one of the slimmest models available on the market, measuring 21 by 6 by 15 inches. It weighs only 5 pounds, so it isn't big and bulky. You should have no problems whatsoever making room for it on your desk. Overall, the Sceptre E248W-1920R is a great buy for most gamers. It might not give you the very best picture or performance for modern games, but it's an excellent deal if you're on a budget. There isn't much in the way of color control, which might be disappointing for some users. It's compatible with Windows 10, 8, 7, and Mac OS. If you're searching for a quality budget monitor that you can use for gaming, this one is definitely worth considering. It has a very attractive design, durable build, and offers at least a fairly bright and sharp picture. Next up on the list, we have the ViewSonic VX2452MH. The ViewSonic VX2452MH has a nice, modern-looking, thin, glossy bezel that gives it a very pricey aesthetic. The ViewSonic logo is prominently displayed in the center of the bottom bezel. This monitor has a resolution of 1920 by 1080 and a brightness rating of 300 CD/M2. The anti-glare coating on the display makes playing games in the daytime easier and more enjoyable. With a weight of 7.6 pounds, this monitor is a bit on the heavier side. The cabinet is 2.1 inches thick and comes with a circular base that has a 20-degree tilt range. You cannot adjust the height, pivot, or swivel, but you'll be able to mount the cabinet on a wall. There are VSA-compliant holes on the back for this specific purpose. On the back of the monitor's cabinet are VGA, HDMI, and DVI ports. You'll also have 2 standard audio jacks for input and output. The 2-watt speakers that are built into this monitor are fairly loud, but the overall sound quality isn't very impressive. There are some basic picture settings that you can play around with. You can adjust the brightness and contrast levels very easily. There are 5 color temperature settings that include warm, cool, native, bluish, and sRGB. This feature will be especially useful for gamers. When it comes to manual adjustments, you'll have numerous eco mode and dynamic contrast settings to play around with. You can switch over to game mode with the press of a button. This mode cranks up the brightness of the display, allowing you to gain better visibility when playing games with lots of dark colors. This monitor's overall performance is pretty good. It has a nice sharp picture and numerous settings that will allow you to achieve optimal visibility no matter what game you're playing. Color accuracy isn't bad at all, though it does have some minor issues with greens and blues. When you're trying to find a good monitor to use for modern gaming without spending a lot of money, the ViewSonic VX2452MH has a lot to offer. It's also a good choice for those who like watching movies and videos. Halfway through our list, we have the BenQ GL2460HM. The BenQ GL2460HM has a 24-inch display with a twisted pneumatic design. It offers a 1920 by 1080 resolution with bright and vibrant colors that most gamers can definitely appreciate. While the viewing angle leaves something to be desired, it does have a low input lag as well as quick pixel response. On the rear of the cabinet, you'll find 5 function buttons along with the power button. Each function button is clearly labeled, so switching the settings is very easy. The picture presets include low blue light, standard, movie, game, photo, eco, user, and sRGB. You'll of course have the standard brightness and contrast settings as well. You can adjust the color temperature, sharpness, hue, saturation, and gamma. Not many budget monitors offer the comprehensive setting options that this one does. You'll have numerous connectivity options including a DVI port, HDMI input, VGA, and standard audio and headphone jacks. This monitor also has built-in 1-watt speakers that are fairly quiet but offer decent sound quality. The color accuracy of this monitor is pretty impressive. Though it doesn't handle greens as well as it should, you'll find that HD video looks very sharp and crisp. Most modern games will appear smooth and look good as a whole. One of the great things about this monitor is that it's very energy efficient. It uses only 15 watts of power, which isn't bad at all. The low blue light technology it uses minimizes potentially harmful blue light and eye strain. You can game with this monitor for hours without experiencing any problems with your vision. The 16mm slim bezel on this display gives it a nice sleek look. It has a solid circular base that does a good job of keeping the monitor as a whole very stable. It's designed for mounting so you can put it on your wall with no problems whatsoever. Serious gamers will love the fast 2 millisecond GTG response time that the BenQ GL2460HM offers. It's definitely one of the more impressive budget models available on the market today. If you guys like the video and want to stay up to date with the best in gaming and tech gear, as well as things like specific PC builds for games like Fortnite, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Close to the end here, we have the BenQ RL2455S. The BenQ RL2455S has a nice 24-inch display with a 1080p resolution that allows you to see the games you play in great detail. The 1 millisecond response time and 60Hz refresh speed are fairly impressive. You won't have to deal with any annoying lag, which can definitely be an issue with a lot of other budget monitors. It has a solid overall build quality and a very responsive design. The matte black finish gives it a subtle but stylish aesthetic that will be at home in any space. While its bezels are fairly thick, it still manages to look fairly modern. The monitor has 2 HDMI ports, a DVI port, and VGA port. This makes it possible for you to connect up to 4 different devices at once. There's also a standard 3.5mm audio jack and a line-in jack. The design of this monitor reduces glare, making it easier to play your favorite games with the sun shining in through the windows. There's also the angular base, which has a slip-resistant design that will keep the monitor in place at all times. The low blue light filter drastically reduces the chances of experiencing any eye strain or fatigue, which is always a good thing. You can use this monitor with a wide range of consoles and computers, so it's highly versatile. The equalizer feature it offers allows you to play with the contrast so to improve the grayscale performance. You'll also be able to get deeper blacks very easily. There are numerous settings to choose from, and the menus aren't confusing at all. The color accuracy for this monitor is absolutely superb. You shouldn't notice any strange flaws in the colors of the games you play. This will help you stay immersed in the game for the most accurate and realistic experience possible. There's simply no question that the BenQ RL2455S has a ton of useful features to offer, including the ability to tilt it from -5 to 15 degrees. While it isn't a huge tilt range, it's still better than what you get with many budget models. Finally, we have the ASUS VG248QE. The ASUS VG248QE has 144Hz refresh rate, 1 millisecond response time, and a 1000:1 contrast ratio. Its 24-inch display is designed to reduce glare for the best possible viewing experience. This monitor's out-of-the-box color accuracy isn't bad at all, especially for a budget model. It has slim, glossy black bezels that give it an attractive look which will definitely appeal to most gamers. The round base uses a Lazy Susan swivel mechanism as well as a telescoping arm. This allows you to adjust the height, tilt, and pivot of the monitor. Anyone who's very picky about the overall position of their monitor will love this. There are 6 different function buttons and power switch under the bottom bezel on the right side. Some of these buttons can be used like hotkeys for switching between picture presets and toggling the Game Plus feature, which gives you a game timer and other things. There are 3 digital video input options, including HDMI, dual-link DVI, and DisplayPort. There's also a standard audio input and headphone jack. The 2-watt speakers that this monitor comes with are fairly loud, but don't offer much in the way of overall quality. The 6 different picture presets that this monitor offers include Standard, Theater, Scenery, Game, Night View, and sRGB. You'll be able to adjust the color saturation, contrast, brightness, color temperature, and skin tone to your liking. The Smart View setting will provide you with the additional luminance for side-angle viewing. When you purchase this monitor, you'll also get a dual-link DVI cable as well as an audio cable. There is a 3-year warranty for labor, parts, and the backlight. You can expect very smooth gameplay when using the ASUS VG248QE. It's one of the nicest budget laptops on the market because of all the features it has to offer. This monitor has a very impressive refresh rate and good overall picture quality. It also supports 3D playback, allowing you to get more immersive than ever with your gaming experience. The low latency design means that the lag is going to be a thing of the past. Alright gamers, that's all for this video. If you're interested in staying up to date with the best in gaming gear and cool tech in general, hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications so you can stay informed. If you're interested in finding pricing on all products mentioned, like always, the links will be in the description down below. I keep those links up to date, so if any new products are released, I will update the description down below. Anyway guys, till next video, keep gaming.